Very good morning to one and all. I am your Rajesh sir here with a new topic. In last class, I have discussed reciprocal pronouns. In that, I have taught you how to use each other and one another. I have given a lot of examples to understand the topic well. And in this session, I am going to discuss very important topic. Let's see. Here in previous classes, we learned these words: who, whom, whose. While learning interrogative pronouns, we learned them. Here, who are you? Question mark. Whom do you want? Question mark. Whose pen is this? Again question mark. Here we use these who, whom, whose as interrogative pronouns, and we learned in the previous class. And today's session we learn how to use these words in different manner. Here see, look at the image. I know the artist who made this painting. I know the artist who made this painting. This is the woman whom all prize. This is a woman whose painting is world famous. World famous. Then look at these examples. I know the artist. Here I am speaking about artist. And about this painting. About this painting. And I am saying that I know the artist. I know the artist made this painting. And here this who refers to this artist. Refer to this artist and show the relation with the who with the artist. And this is a woman whom all prize. And here I use this in the objective case, and it explains about the prize. All prize whom, and it is also refers. This is a woman whose painting is world famous. World famous. Here this whose is refers to this woman. When we are using some words which refers or shows some relations or showing the previous nouns, we call the nouns as antecedent. Antecedent. And the words which we use to show the relation we called relative pronouns. Relative pronouns. And our today's topic is relative pronouns. Relative pronoun. As I told you that these relative pronouns used to refer or relate with some other words, and which it relates, we call it as antecedent. And here just now I showed you one painting and I given you few examples about relative pronouns. Here is a painting of Mona Lisa and it's drawn in the year 1503 and drawn by Leonardo da Vinci. When he was died in 1519, it came out to the public and many appreciated that painting because if you see from any corner and the eyes looks like it's observing you. That is the speciality of that image. And here relative pronouns refers or relate. Here we have many relatives. Some are from the mother's side and some are from the father's side. My uncle, whom I love, is a doctor. I love my uncle, who is a doctor. In this way, we are using who and whom in the sentences to tell the relation with the uncle. Here see, we use relative pronouns to join a phrase or a clause with another in a sentence. Generally, we use relative pronouns as who, whom, whose, which, and that. In this class, I will discuss who, whom, and whose, how to use, and I also give a few examples to understand the concept well. Here, observe this who and whom. I already told you when we are discussing this who and whom that who and whom both are used for persons only. We use for persons only. And here this who and whom we use with singulars and also with plurals. And when we use a gender, masculine, feminine or common gender, there is no changes in who and whom. You see, used for persons only. Use the same form to refer singular or plural, masculine, feminine or common gender. Here observe these examples and you can understand this. This is a boy, here singular, who works hard. Here we are speaking about boy. We are speaking about boy who refers to boy. And here it is a singular. And it's also a masculine. And here see the next example. This is a girl who works hard. Here also I am using who when I am using singular but feminine gender. And here I am using who both for masculine and feminine, singular and here also singular. And see the same examples with the plural. Here I am taking boys, plural, boy singular, girl singular, boys plural, girls plural. These are the boys who work hard. According to the noun, here the verb changed. Here in the previous sentences we written verbs. We added s here. But here we removed. Concentrate on this. Here in the first sentence we use a singular boy. So we added yes to the verb. And here in the sentence we use the girl as singular, so we added s here with the verb. But in this sentence we use plural form boys, girls. So here we removed s. These are the girls who work hard. Whether we use a singular or whether we use a plural, here there is no change for the relative pronoun who. That's I wanted to say you. When we use a singular, masculine or feminine, or when we use a plural, masculine or feminine, there is no change for the relative pronoun who. Understand this concept well? For the plural and singular, feminine, masculine and common gender, there is no change of form. Here is the same rule applies with whom. That the whom won't change by the singular or plural, masculine or feminine or common gender. Let's see the example. This is the boy whom all prize. This whom won't change whether we use a singular or plural. In place of boy, use a girl or girls. There is no change in whom. These also words like who. Use of who and whom. Here, this is very important to understand where to use who and where to use who. See this example. I know the boy who met you yesterday. I know the boy. Here, it's a sentence. I know the boy who met you yesterday. You yesterday. Here this who refers to the boy. And here see this example. I know the boy whom you met. Here see, I know the boy whom you met. Here see, after this who we used verb. Here after whom we used subject. Please concentrate on this. It is very important that here we use this who with the verbs and whom with the subjects. Here who with the verbs and whom with the subject. And here some cases this who also used with some subjects, but it is very rare. If you remember this in this way, you can understand it well. After whom you are using subject, not the verb. If you are using the verbs, the sentence starts with who. If you are using the subject, sentence starts with who. This is very important, and remember this while you are observing the sentences. I know the boy who met you yesterday, and these who we used in subjective case. Used in subjective case, and these who we used in objective case. And it's met, it related to who. It relates. That is very important. Who we use in the subjective case and whom we use in objective case. Remember this rule. It is very important to understand this concept. Now we see the examples so you can understand the topic well. Few examples with who and whom. Here see who. The man who is honest is trusted. Here see, is honest, is trusted. The man is honest. The man is honest, is trusted. Here this who it refers to man, and this man is common to all. When we are saying common things, we are using who. The man who is honest is trusted. Here the man is honest. Here we are using the present. And who is trusted is also in the present. Is. In the same way, the woman was shouting, was angry. Past and past. Who was angry? The woman was shouting. Here see, the woman was shouting. Who was angry? This way. Here the woman who was shouting was angry. Use the past tense for both the sentences, and we are adding the two sentences here. The woman was shouting. One sentence. The woman was angry. But we are joining it two sentences as one, and we are using the relative pronoun who. Here see, the woman was shouting, the woman was angry, and we are removed the repetition of woman and we return who, and this who refers to this woman. Here see, the woman who was shouting was angry. They never fail. We are speaking with a they. They means the people, those who work hard and they live for a particular cause. They never fail who die in a great cause. Here, who die? Who? Here, they. This refers to they. They never fail who die in great cause. This who refers to they. They are slaves who dare not. These are famous words said by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar always says that it is not your fault to burn as a slave. It is your fault if you die as a slave. Here they are slaves who dare not. So you have to dare. This is a boy who helps all. We are speaking about this is the boy. It's a particular boy. You are showing to your friend or someone else. This is a boy who helps all. People who live in a glass houses. People. We are speaking about the people. Those who are wealthy. Those who have full of money, are very rich. Who live in glass houses means tall or huge buildings. Must not throw stones. Here we are using who for referring people common. Here examples with whom. Here once you observe this, here this who always followed with the verb. Here verb. And who verb. Here after who we are using the verb, but here you observe after this whom we are using the subjects or noun or pronoun. Here we. Here whom I and whom I. Here see this, the French you, whom we, and whom I, and whom I love. But here in these sentences, after who is, who was, who died, who dare, who helps, who lived, we used verb. And here we are using subject. And this is refers to the noun. And here these examples, Napoleon, whom the French honor. died at St. Helena. Here, whom they are honored, Napoleon. Whom they honored, Napoleon. The boy, whom we are speaking about, the boy. You see, they made the top score in the last match. This is also someone else speaking about someone else. The boy whom you see, they made a top score in the last match. We appreciate. Here you two involved in that. We appreciated the singer whom we had met after the show. Here you are appreciated the singer whom you appreciated. Singer. We had met after the show. You met after the show and you congratulated. Whom you congratulated? Singer. We are speaking about singer. An old lady whom I know looked after the baby. Here, old lady. We are speaking about the old lady whom I know looked after the baby. My uncle, whom I loved, is a doctor. Here I am speaking about uncle, whom I loved, is a doctor. Here, don't forget, please remember that generally we are using who plus verb in the sentences, and here who with the subject we are using, whom with subject we are using. This is the main difference between using who and whom. When you are reading any text, if you encounter this type of words, you please underline that and understand the way they are written and memorize that and use in your daily life. Just we learned about relative pronouns who and whom. Also learned few rules how to write who and how to write whom and how it refers to the other part of the sentences. Here few sentences are there. You have to read them carefully, and here the space given, you write who or whom after reading the sentences. Complete the sentences using who or whom. Do you know the girl dash just walked in? Einstein dash was born in Germany. He is famous for his theory of relativity. His mother dash is 87, lives in Hyderabad. My favorite actor is Amir Khan dash I saw in Dangal. Here it's a famous movie of Amir Khan. I get the largest money. The man dash you called is my friend. Read the sentences carefully and fill these blanks with who or whom. Thanks for watching.